Good morning, Niagara and Car Connection friends. You're tuned to Car Connection where the coffee's hot, the tools are ready, and the talk is always tuned up. And I'm your host, Niall Motormouth Jenkins, coming to you straight from the Car Connection workshop where we mix a little humor, a little know-how, and a whole lot of horsepower. Here it's not just about fixing cars, it's about keeping you rolling and saving you money and giving you the confidence to understand what's under that hood, from the classics to the commuters to the weird noises to the what the heck moments. We've got you covered. So grab your coffee, sit back, don't get too relaxed if you're driving this morning. This is Motormouth and the morning drive time. Keep an eye on the other guy, secure your beverage, and always, always, always remember, check your order before you get too far away from the takeout window. I'm just saying. That's got to be part of the plan. So grab your coffee, your cup of joe, sit back, join the crew, because this is Car Connection, your weekly, daily morning drive, including Saturdays, pit stop, stories, smarts, and some good laughs. Yeah, so make sure lid's on tight on your beverage. We don't want anyone getting hurt during this recording of the morning drive. So a few good laughs, and I'm in the house, and we're shifting into drives. You ready to go? Right here in the Car Connection Workshop. We got a ton of stuff to get through this morning, but first and foremost, it's always very important to make sure we say thank you to our program partners coming off 31 years of being on the radio, and we have program partners seeing Car Connection into the next gen 2.0, and you're a part of that, and you play a very big part of that. So we have a lot of time together to catch up. So we got to do 32 years on podcast. Are you in? Are you in it to win it? Fabulous. Well, thank you to Crystal Ridge Dream Center, serving men, women, children, meals, love, hope, and changing lives one at a time in the Niagara region. They have been our nonprofit faith-based organization for 2025 and heading into 2026, and we can all come alongside, be part of that community. Very, very simple, safe, and easy. Just visit any one of our recommended businesses on our website at carconnectionbusinessnetwork.com. Their logos are made available to you on our homepage, so we keep it simple. Click on the logo. It will open the profile page so you can connect with some fantastic people. Thank you to Earl Louise Grant at City Auto Sales and Leasing. Been a part of Car Connection for quite some time now. We appreciate them because when you're car shopping, you want someone that you know you can go to trust, that you can buy with confidence and be treated with nothing less than honesty and integrity. Quality vehicles, low mileage, fair prices, GTA's premier pre-owned auto store. Earl Louise Grant, they're car guys. They're car guys. That's right. They are for 25 plus years, and they have the resources to find that specific vehicle you're looking for. They do carry a pretty decent inventory, I might say. But if you need something specific, let them know. Let them do the legwork for you. City Auto Sales and Leasing, GTA's premier pre-owned auto store. Rainbow Motors and Garage, sales and service. You can always trust up in Scarborough, Reed and Remiz, Shanuta. Brothers up there, they have a car lot. They carry a little inventory as well, and they also have resources to find that specific vehicle you're looking for. So you not only can purchase there, you can have it serviced there. They service all years, makes, and models up to light commercial vehicles. So sales and service you can trust. To our certified financial planners, Tony Miele and Larry Tetro, 50 years experience as fiduciaries combined. They are my personal financial planners. I've been with them well over 20 years. And when I say these guys, you need to grab their coattails, get your questions answered, get that 1 hour discovery meeting, which we call the hour in the coffee. There's no charge for that. That's complimentary. But do me a favor, don't waste their time. If you're not interested in change, you're not interested in moving forward, you're not interested in getting the right answers from those who have the fruit on the tree, these guys, they don't need any more customers. They have promised me many years ago now that our radio listeners, they would give them 1 hour of their time to see how they can help you, answer your questions, help you along. So they do portfolios, debt retirement, estate planning, mortgages, life insurance, critical illness insurance, and I have all of that with them. I wouldn't even think of getting a mortgage anywhere else. Fantastic company to deal with, and they're not going to give you any sales pitch whatsoever. In fact, you'll probably be doing the most talking, and they'll be doing the most listening. So connect with either Tony Miele or Larry Tetro and sit down and get that discovery meeting and get that weight off your shoulders. Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road in Niagara Falls, building Canada since 1931. Building supplies and hardscape landscaping materials and design. They will help you create that amazing oasis that you can escape to in summer 2026. Now's the time to actually start putting the plans together, because I know when we did our backyard here in 2012, it took 2 years to complete everything, leveling the property, putting in drainage. What kind of materials? Are we building a deck? Are we doing that? Are we making a patio? And lining up the workers to get it done, it takes time. It takes time. So Niagara Block, 5000 Montrose Road, Niagara Falls, 905-356-2221. And Total Freedom, Darien Center, New York, Total Freedom, Sydney, Manitoba, Canada. That's a men-only campus with Rick and Robin, the facilitators there. And boy, do they have a story to tell. They know what addiction is like. So if you or someone you know, someone you love, someone in your circle of friends, it may even be yourself, hiding that addiction, trying to, but people know something's going on, there's a new life waiting for you at Total Freedom, Darien Center, New York, or Sydney, Manitoba for men. It's a campus, and it's a lifestyle change. So if you're ready, you can connect with them, all our recommended businesses and program partners, because simply put, we wouldn't have a YouTube channel and we would not be podcasting if it weren't for them. So take a moment, do me a favor, send them an email through our website and let them know that you're thanking them for the program. So let's move on this morning. We never want to forget those who help us to accomplish the things that we want to do. And I'm not a big shot. I'm just a little shot that just keeps shooting. I'm here to help you. I have decades of experience, and I'm a licensed automotive service tech and a truck technician as well. Big trucks, heavy stuff. And there's a lot of stuff going on out there right now. A lot of, I thought my eyelashes fluttered before, but what I'm hearing lately, it's like even the fur on the top of my feet stands up straight. It's like, what? Are you stinking kidding me? So let's get started this morning and kick it off with another Motormouth winter tech tip number 26. You ready for this one? Well, I took a look outside this morning at 4:30 a.m. and I'm going, wow, it's kind of starting to look like winter here on the south shores of Lake Erie, where the Car Connection studios are. Cold mornings and weak batteries go together like pumpkin spice and regret. If your car cranks slower than a teenager getting out of bed, check that battery before you're stranded and you're sipping your coffee in your driveway. Yeah, because that's exactly what happens. There'll be a few people this morning with a click, 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 or denied, no keyless entry. What's going on? I can't get in. The lights aren't flashing. Dead batteria. So if you haven't listened to that program or watched our battery testing video on our YouTube channel at Niall Motormouth Jenkins, and just a reminder, if you're joining us for the first time, brown paper bag, crayons, co-pilot. If not, you can re-listen and listen again, and also grab the podcasts off our CarConnectionBusinessNetwork.com website in the archive broadcast section. That's right. And on the top right-hand corner of our homepage is where our amazing webmaster, Mike, has put all the links to everything that you can use to connect with us and be a part of our Car Connection Motormouth crew. So top right-hand corner, you'll see YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. Click on the businesses tab on that one. Opens a profile page. You can email me through that profile page at Stevensvilleontheweb.ca. Our merch store is also there, and the icon for iHeartRadio as well. So you can just go to our homepage of our website. The short version is ccbusnet.com, B-U-S as in Sam, N-E-T.com, and click away in the top right-hand corner. I always make reference to the links and the importance of them in our description of our podcasts and also in every single video we shoot, which are teaching videos. We shot 4 videos yesterday. They'll be coming up next week. So you might want to tune into that and be a part of our YouTube channel. Like, share, follow, and put your comments down below. We got some amazing Christmas stuff going on right now, some reels and bloopers and outtakes getting posted. We shot some of those yesterday as well. Santa Cars is coming, as usual, to the Car Connection Workshop, and you never know what he's going to bring. But I put my sock. It's posted there on the 1997 Jeep TJ Wrangler Rescue. If you don't know anything about that, you've got to catch up, because that thing is coming together now as we speak. We have gone through all the repairs and maintenance that was neglected that put that little baby into the wrecking yard, and it was given to us to bring it back to life, and we've been doing that one stitch at a time. And I'll tell you, that's what brings me to the topic. We started this yesterday on the Monday morning drive. So hey everybody, happy Tuesday morning. And we are into a brand new month, and we're only days away from Christmas Day. Can you believe that? This is day 2. We're 2 days in. My topic this morning kind of ties in with what we talked about yesterday, because it's a heavy-duty topic. And that is, you want to keep it? What's your game plan? When it comes to your automobile, what's your game plan? Do you wait until, send me a comment. Go through our YouTube channel and put a comment in one of the videos. We posted, we got 2 videos coming out today, fresh ones. We do 2 for Tuesday, 1 every Friday, every single week. And come and be a part of that and learn 5 things every time. What it is, where it is, how it breaks, why it matters, and number 5, what could you have learned or understood better about components on your automobile that would save you a ton of money, thousands and thousands of dollars. And I got to ask for to cut me some slack, because I'm still fighting this cold thing. How many of you out there have got whatever this is, and it's just kind of beating you up? It kind of goes away, and then it comes back, and then I feel like I'm coughing up half a lung sometimes, and my eyeballs are going to be halfway across the room. Well, I'm still drinking morning tea. So let's take a second or two just to have a little swiggy together. Keep your eye on the road and the other guy. We'll count it down. That's how we do it. 3, 2, 1. Have a swiggy together. You ready? 3, 2, 1. I'd like to say that's really good, but it's not coffee. This is a concoction. It doesn't taste bad, but it's not coffee. That's what we drink here in the Car Connection Workshop, is coffee. High octane, not a penny less. So let's crack this open. I'd like to hear some comments from you. You can email me through ccbusnet.com. You can comment through any one of our YouTube videos. You want to keep it longer, your car, but what's your game plan? How have you been trying to do that? And yesterday we cracked open the idea that what if you subscribe, what if you had a serious mindset change and started to implement preventative vehicle maintenance, what would that look like? Well, I can tell you this. All the customers we had, we opened our shop in 1992 on the Hamilton Mountain. It took us a couple of years. We had 500 steady clients. That's all we needed, really. I really couldn't take on any more for the size of the shop and the number of techs. Why? Because we had 500 steady clients that bought into the idea, and when they realized they saved money by making sure that they had an appointment from the appointment, it's called BAM FAM, book a meeting from a meeting. They had an appointment to have the car into the auto salon. That's what we used to call it. Well, the customers used to call it the Jenkins Automotive Auto Salon, because every vehicle, we washed every vehicle before it left, no matter whether it was an oil change or a flat repair. We washed your car for you and parked it outside nice and clean, ready for you to take it home or go to work. And they bought into the idea of booking an appointment before they left the salon. Just like ladies or fellas, you get a haircut or an updo about every 5 weeks, right? Maybe sooner for some of you, maybe a little longer. But you book an appointment, your next appointment, when you're finished the appointment you're at today. So we started that with our clients, and it took off like gangbusters. And their vehicles were very well maintained. We hardly ever had one of them towed in on a flatbed. That was our goal. We had a less than 1% comeback rate, which we worked very, very hard on to make sure that we covered the 4 things that should be written down on a work order: the concern, the cause, the correction, and then most of all, the road test to confirm, yeah, it's fixed. This thing is right on. And then we're ready to pass it back to you. So that's what started the preventative maintenance program, where my customers knew before they left, they booked their next appointment so that they weren't disappointed. So they knew for sure, just like the next appointment for the dentist, and I'm in the chair late today. Please pray for me. Yeah, I'm finally getting this. If you haven't been following along, yeah, I got like the full package going on. I got this winter cold happening. It's drifting out. Oh, I'm good. And then boom, it comes back. And I've been dealing with a toothache big enough to bust the top of your cranium out, if you know what I'm saying. You ever had one of those? I've been dealing with this 3 weeks. I had an appointment to have it taken out. I had an exam and all of that. I get there last Tuesday. Dentist can't do it. Is tied up with another patient. And then another week of eating Advil just so I can try and sleep for a few hours. Well, today's the day. That sucker's coming out. And I say that to say this. You know, when the C-19 campaign hit, I wasn't able to stay with my routine with my dentist. So my teeth have gotten behind. And last year, fall time, about this time, I know you're going to say, why'd you wait so long? Because I love the dental chair. No, because I needed to find a dentist that, like I had, that I could count on, who supported his work, stood behind it 100%, and I kind of got into that rut where I put it off and put it off. So anyways, this $3,700 crown tooth fell apart eating an egg salad sandwich. And I go, oh, what's that? Oh, my gosh, it's the entire top of my tooth. And it's done. I mean, it's done for. It's a train wreck. So today, supposedly, 4 o'clock today, it's out time. And there goes a $3,700 bill right into the garbage can, right? Just like that. But anyways, cars are just the same. You need to have that game plan. So I'm asking you today to share with me. Send me an email through our YouTube channel or through ccbusnet.com. We have an email form, a website form there. You can send me an email. What is your game plan in 2026 to work towards keeping your automobile longer, a lot longer? Not the 2 to 5 years. When I hear a vehicle brand spanking new off the assembly line is only covered for warranty for 2 years, 60,000 kilometers, or 4 years, 60,000 K, I go, what? That's all you're willing to give me on something that's that expensive? What does that tell me? It tells me you don't believe in your product. I mean, Hyundai has been one of the best ones out there for warranty for many years. 7-year, 100,000. They were the first ones that came out with that, and I've watched their product line grow, and I have to tell you, it's decent. It is very, very decent. You get your money's worth. I have an '09 Hyundai puddle jumper accent we call the Jelly Bean, the J-Bean for short. It's just reaching 85,000 K now. Bought brand new, 5-speed, no air conditioning, no power door locks, just stripped down thing. That car will take you to the end of the planet and back without any issue. Just regular maintenance. It just got rust proof last week. Got its annual rust proofing, so that's all taken care of. And it's pretty gooey under there. And that's what you want. So let's tear this thing down a little bit further today. Your game plan. Here, I'll tell you what the game plan should be, and then you share with me what your game plan is. And let me see if I can guess it. We don't spend any money on the vehicle until A, the service light comes on, the money light is what I like to call it. People panic when the service light comes on. But, we now have vehicles that communicate with us so that we can stay ahead of the curve, right? If there's a problem coming, something we need to be made aware of. And I remember this conversation back in the early 90s on the shop floor. Only if our cars could tell us what's going on. And here we are. Yeah, they got more electronics on than what powers the space shuttle, and that's not a joke. We got processors, we got ECMs, PCMs, modules, computers galore, wiring harnesses inside our transmission, which we never had. There's so much wiring and solenoids and doodads inside an automatic transmission. If you ever get a chance to see one, and we'll see if we can put that together for you. I know a couple of fellows will let us shoot a video in their shop that rebuilds transmissions, and just really take a look at what's in there. You'd be shocked. You'd be going, what is that? That's what makes the car go and shift. Exactly. On time. Every shift is timed. It's accurate. It's deadly accurate. So do you neglect the vehicle until the service light comes on, or it's giving you a hard time starting it, or it's running poorly? It shuts off at, when you come to a traffic light or a stop sign, the thing idles rough, or it doesn't really take off very well. Are these things that you wait until you're experiencing it before it goes to the shop? That's my question. But that method, it might work for a while, but that's why you have humongous repair bills. And some of the repair bills I've been made aware of lately, it's like, dear God in heaven, $3,800? What? Come on. Back in the day, man, if I presented something like that to a customer, I wouldn't be talking to you today. I'd be 6 feet under. $500 bills. A $500 service order back in the 90s was like, what? Yeah. Crazy bad. So let's take a look at that. That method is what's costing many of you thousands and thousands of dollars. You could slice that down to a fraction of that repair order instead of waiting till you bring it in, you go, this thing ain't right, dude. Can you check it over? It needs a good go over. And when we get into the car and start looking at things, there's like, well, which problem did you want me to look after first? It'd be nothing to look a vehicle over and go, we only have a dozen problems here and some more in the works. So then we got to get on the phone, bring you up to speed and go, hey, this thing's got like a list of problems as long as your left leg, and then some with extras coming. So what would you like me to do? If I just fix the thing that brought it, finally was the straw that broke the camel's back, so to speak, that's leaving a lot more opportunity to leave you on the side of the road. So how would you like me to proceed? That's why I thought we should talk about, if that's your game plan, I don't know. I don't know you. Connect. If that's your game plan, we wait, honey, until it won't even go anymore. But we don't have the money to replace it. And we don't have extra money laying around to get a substitute, or I'm not taking the bus or a taxi, then what's the game plan at that point? And that is the reason why, right there, that in 2007, I designed a segment in our radio broadcast called The Planners. I asked Tony Miele, and we sat down and we had a breakfast meeting. I said, what do you think about this? We do a segment once a month and kind of help people with their finances and guide them along to help them to take care of their automobile, but also prepare should the opportunity be forced upon you to have to replace that vehicle at a moment's notice. Something catastrophic goes wrong with it. And it can happen. It can absolutely happen. So that's how we designed that portion of our radio broadcast for decades, since July of 2007, was to spend one 15-minute segment once a month just to talk about finances and what you need to do to get yourself in a position so you don't get backed into the corner like we would see many times in our waiting area. Intense moments of fellowship between husband and wife, blaming each other for the state and condition of the car and how they were going to come up with the funding to get it back on the road, because A, they didn't have the money for the repairs that are needed just to get it back out on the road and limp it along. Number two, they couldn't walk away from it. They didn't have the money to buy a replacement vehicle. What do you do? That's why I'm asking you, what's your game plan? Drive it till you kill it? For some people, maybe you got really deep pockets and you can do that. But as for me and my house, hey, my oldest car that's on the road, and it's on the road every day, is 1999. That's right. 1999 Honda Civic, heading for 400,000 K. It didn't get there without maintenance, I can tell you that for sure. It's made it that far, and it's still solid. It's not rotted out, and it can keep going. How did it do that? A different game plan than what you have, perhaps. My 07 Toyota FJ Cruiser. I can't even remember how many years I've had that now. 17? I'm not sure. But we're on the back door, 400,000 K on that one. And it's still going strong. Does it need stuff periodically? Yeah, I stay ahead of the curve. Because I, like you, I don't want to go, I got to spend $1,500 on this or $2,000 on that. Excuse me. And I'm back. It's just a good morning hack. That's what I call it. I needed to clear my exhaust. Yeah, so it's not that you get that specific vehicle off the line and it doesn't need any service, doesn't need any parts. That's not true. I've talked about this a million times over 31 years on the radio. There's nothing on a car that is maintenance free. Nothing. If it's made, it can break. It's that simple. Every single component on a car has the capability of breaking. So that's why we have parts departments. I have to visit the parts department just like you guys. So if I can help you to change that mindset, to take a bite out of your vehicle maintenance, because here's the deal. How many of you out there could do without your car for 30 days, 4 weeks? How about 2 months? How about 90 days? Could you do without your car 90 days till you come up with the money to fix it? Completely no keys, no car. It's car down situation. Well, I'm going to tell you what I've learned over the years. People can't even deal without having their phone for 5 minutes, let alone having a car down situation for more than a couple of days. So in the economy that we're in the circumstances that we're under right now, finding parts, getting parts, and sourcing parts has become a daily routine, like almost Sherlock Holmes, to find the pieces we need to get your car back together and get it back to you in a timely fashion. Because production has changed because of tariffs. Things have changed. It's not the world that we were in the automotive repair and service industry back in 1992 when we opened our shop doors for the very first time. Things were different back then. But now we're in a different world. So having a car down situation, the average commute time is way up. I mean, many people are still working from home, and they've discovered, hey, we don't all have to drive an hour and a half to get to a cubicle to sit there and get work done for the company that I'm employed with. Hey, we can save a lot of money on office space. People can work from home, but not everyone has that opportunity. So there's those who have to commute. And the average commute time is way up. It can be anywhere from a half an hour to 90 minutes. So the car is working hard every day. And I know what that drive's like because I did that for 4 years. I drove 90 minutes one way to get to a position, my post, and 90 minutes back home, regardless what the weather was like. So over the next little bit, I would like to hear some comments from you. And as I mentioned already, if you're just tuning in, what is your game plan to keep your car longer in 2026? Or are you in a position where every couple of years you're able to just change it out? Change it up, send your car in to be sold to another caregiver, and they're going to take care of it. I don't know. I'd like to hear your thoughts. So put some comments down either on one of my YouTube videos at Niall Motormouth Jenkins, or send me an email through stevensvilleontheweb.ca. Click on the businesses tab, open our profile there, send me an email. Or better yet, go to our Car Connection Business Network.com website, CCBUS as in Sam, net.com. And click on the website form, send me an email. What is your mindset? What is your game plan for 2026 to get to that desired outcome of keeping your vehicles longer but healthy? How are you going to do it? Are you going to wait till a pile of issues come up on your vehicle and then face a ginormous repair bill? Or how about kind of taking a slice out of that and making sure that you have, just like in your next hair appointment, ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You book your hairstylist before you leave so you know you can get yourself fixed up again in that time frame. And I'm just using a 5-week schedule because my hairstylist always set me appointment. He said, you need it up to about every 5 weeks. So I'd go, okay, book me my next appointment. And that way I knew I had that coming up so I could take care of my head, Fred. And that's important. You got to look stylish once in a while. That's what hats are for. So let's drop it there, and I'm going to be watching for your comments, and we're going to continue this conversation and unpacking on, do you want to keep your vehicle longer? How are you going to do it heading into a brand new year, 2026? We're only days away now. 4-month maintenance checkups. I call them MPIs, and you'll find out what that is. Creating a habit with you and your vehicle. Do you know that it takes 21 days to make or break a habit? Yeah, what's it called? The 21-day focus. Irrefutable laws of leadership. Some great information that will help you to understand that. It takes 21 days to make or break a habit. Dan Sullivan. I've got a great CD by Dan Sullivan, and he talks about that. Freedom days, focus days, buffer days. Very, very accurate. And that's kind of what we need to create with our cars, but I'm looking forward to hearing from you. What's your game plan? If you want to keep it, that's your car we're talking about. What's your game plan? I'm curious to see your strategy. And maybe perhaps you could shed some light on it for me as well. So till next time, have fun. Keep it under 100. Happy motoring, my friends. And we'll see you for more of the Motormouth Morning Drive Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Bye for now.